It is 8:15. You're with Herald Now. The All Blacks have been training in Edinburgh today ahead of their test against Scotland very early New Zealand time on Sunday morning. They are already without captain Scott Barrett and Geordie Barrett as well, who is also injured. Joining me now with the latest from Edinburgh is Herald senior sports journalist Liam Napier. I guess two big names out. How does that change things for the team heading into this match?
Good morning, Nadine. Two big losses indeed. The All Blacks captain and vice captain, two big setbacks. So interesting to see how the All Blacks go about replacing them. Potentially not only for this week. I probably expect news later this week. Geordie Barrett has a high ankle sprain and a knee injury, which could rule him out for the entire tour. And Scott Barrett's got a deep laceration by his knee, so he's probably more likely to recover. This week in Edinburgh, I think you'll see the midfield continue of Quinta Paia and Leicester Fainga'anuku, and Josh Lord will probably continue at lock after he came on and replaced Scott Barrett last week in Chicago and impressed in his 77-minute shift.
And look, Scotland is probably not at the same level as Ireland, of course, who they played in Chicago last week. But they will be anxious to try and put in a good performance against the ABs. But do they have a reasonable chance of beating them? Because they haven't before, have they?
No, it's been 30 tests and 117 years for Scotland, and are still searching for that breakthrough victory. But they have improved a lot in recent years. And it is also Murrayfield. They're celebrating their home ground. It's a centenary celebration, so 100 years of rugby at Murrayfield. The All Blacks will wear white with a poppy on their chest. Scotland are wearing a commemorative jersey, so it will be a big occasion in Edinburgh this weekend. And Scotland do have some real class players, particularly in their backline that featured for the British and Irish Lions recently. The All Blacks will probably fancy their chances up front. But this is anything but, a walk in the park that it sort of used to be in years gone by against Scotland. So I expect the All Blacks to roll out close to their first choice team, apart from those injuries we touched on earlier.
And after that match against Ireland, where all the action happened in the last quarter, what are they likely to be working on ahead of this match with Scotland?
That's right. It was pretty scratchy hour from the All Blacks. A lot of drop passes, a lot of ill discipline, and then they flicked the switch and really turned it on in that last quarter, scored 3 tries to blow Ireland away. So more of the last quarter. The All Blacks have struggled at times with their attack this year, and that was a real flourish from them in Chicago. So they'll be looking to continue that momentum with their skill sets, look to play at pace. It's raining in Edinburgh throughout the week, but it's actually meant to be clear for kickoff. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I think 4 p.m. New Zealand time. So while it will be chilly, it should be clear and a dry ball, which should allow the All Blacks to try and play the up-tempo style that they like.
What sort of vibe are you expecting? Are the Scots going to come out in force?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be fired up. They do something pretty special at Murrayfield where a lone bagpiper goes on the roof. He's strapped down by his feet and he plays their national anthem, and it'll be a full house. Anytime the All Blacks come to town, it's a real occasion. So Scotland will be right up for it. I think it's probably the match that they'll target in November, and if they can beat the All Blacks, it will be an even bigger occasion because they've been searching for it for such a long time. There's been some great players throughout their history that have never had that success. So it'll be a real stake in the ground for Scottish rugby if they can upset the All Blacks and ruin their quest for their first Grand Slam success in 15 years.
Oh, the bagpipes are always haunting and moving, aren't they? So we've got that, then we have the haka. It'll be quite the event. Thank you so much, Liam Napier, who is in Edinburgh, and that will be around 4 a.m. New Zealand time on Sunday morning.